Welcome back. Our shoreline is taking a hit more often year after year as we feel the impacts of rising sea levels.
And as part of our Changing Climate series, Steve Glazier visited a group of students who are actually doing something about it. I love to hear this. Steve.
An inspiring story, Caitlin and Amber. I had the chance to go meet these teenagers and imagine giving teens money and telling them they can spend it on anything they want. And then they choose to spend it on protecting our shoreline from erosion. That's exactly what the Boys and Girls Club of Milford did.
The Charles Wheeler Marsh, nestled along the Housatonic River and Long Island Sound, is subject to the effects of climate change, mostly rising sea levels.
Behind me is low tide at the moment, but when that tide comes in, water advances all the way up this hillside, and during king tide events, the highest of the year, the water keeps going into that parking lot.
The more frequent floods brought the Boys and Girls Club of Milford here. These teenagers were awarded grant money through the Boys and Girls Club of America in partnership with Dollar Tree to spend it on a project of their choice.
And ours chose erosion. So when I heard that, we ran with it.
The teenagers put 1,100 new native plants in the ground, restoring dunes and protecting against coastal erosion.
The Connecticut Audubon Society is so excited to be partnering with organizations like the Boys and Girls Club, working with younger individuals and groups to actually get them out in the field, hands in the mud, in the dirt. That's really, no pun intended here, where conservation is rooted in.
Their project was called Plant a Living Shoreline. The initial planting was last year. The teens returned to the site this spring to find everything going well.
It was a really great experience, to be honest. It was just cool seeing how it affects, just planting plants can affect how we live, how we breathe.
We are taking care of our environment just so that our future generations and my generation can continue to grow in a healthy space.
If Connecticut does not take action against coastal erosion and sea level rise, beaches could shrink or disappear in some areas.
Seeing our beach deplete every year, it's a sad sight. Seeing people put sand in our beach every year, that's not something normal. So we're just trying to help combat it.
The Connecticut Institute for Resilience and Climate Adaptation, or CIRCA, projects up to 20 inches of sea level rise by 2050, but much of that depends on greenhouse gas emissions. And there are a lot of projects going on from the Boys and Girls Club at Milford. You can learn more about what they're doing. Head on over to NBCConnecticut.com.